What's happening, everyone? Welcome to the real road trip. Finally, United are back on the road. It has been what seems like a lifetime, the last time we were on the road going to United away game, but it's back. And we're starting with a big one, well, logistically anyway, travelling down to Southampton for the first away game in 18 months. The boys are hid behind the camera here laughing. They were both with me last time we went away, and that was Derby County in the FA Cup. That was the last game we went to. Wayne Rooney was actually playing football. That's the last time United played away with fans in the stadium. Well, it's time to get back and back to winning ways away from home while fans are actually in the stadium, because we're on this long unbeaten away run, and a lot of people are counting the days. It's I think it's 27 is the record in the Premier League for consecutive unbeaten away days, and that's set by obviously the Invincibles of Arsenal back way when. But all of our run has come away from home. Well, there's been no fans in the stadium, and today, like I said, first time back, Southampton away. On paper, you're looking at this one and going, this has to be a United win, surely. The previews, the build up to this game, the whole hurrah around United's opening day win against Leeds, everyone's on a high. The players look confident, the players look like they've got the bit between the teeth. There's the excitement in the fan base again. Everyone is buzzing going down to the Saints today, and honestly myself, I do feel like it is going to be a United win. I can't see anything but a United win. Well, you never know, do you? You never know. I mean, Southampton, Hasenhüttl, first time that they've had the home fans back in the ground. We can't discard that. It's big for the home fans as well as the away fans. Obviously, on paper, the teams and everything like that, you're looking at it going, it's got to be a Man United win. It has to be a United win. But Southampton, and I mean, they're missing a lot of players from what was there last season. This is why I don't think United can lose this game. And I don't see how Southampton really challenge Manchester United. I don't see how they challenge us at all. I mean, what we got? Danny Ings missing, Vestergaard missing, Bertrand missing, all from last season. 3 key players for Southampton. 3 massive players for Southampton. And I mean, Adam Armstrong come in, scored on his debut last weekend, scored a lot of goals for Blackburn last season. But that is Championship. That's what it is. It's Championship standard. I don't expect United to have any real difficulties in dealing with what Southampton are going to bring to the table today. And I don't know how everyone else is feeling. Have you got match day nerves? Is it all changing now the game day is here? I don't know. Honestly, I'm still confident. I really am. I'm looking at it going, United have got so many options. I just talked about Southampton and how weak they are compared to last season. I remember going to this game a couple of seasons ago when Vestergaard bullied us, and I remember him scoring the equaliser against us. Lindelof absolutely battered at the back stick. That's not there anymore. You haven't got the intensity and the finishing prowess of Danny Ings. I mean, we've seen what he's doing for Villa right now, 2 in 2 already. That's not there for Southampton now. Obviously, set pieces are the big one. Set pieces, Ward-Prowse, that's where United have always struggled. Last season, I think it was 30% of our goals conceded in the Premier League was from set pieces, and we do know that Ward-Prowse pretty much devastates us every time he gets on the ball. Every single goal that Southampton seem to score against us comes through James Ward-Prowse. So really, all United have to do is just be on the guard, set pieces. That's where it always goes wrong for us in these smaller games. That's where Southampton's threat is. In open play, I see United controlling the ball. I see United having 60% of the possession minimum today, and it all comes down to how United actually use that possession. Is he going to play Jadon Sancho ahead of Dan James? You'd have thought, thinking about it logically, that Dan James would sit out this one. Sancho would come in because of the low block and a bit more creativity, a bit more class on the ball, which Sancho has got. Then this isn't a game for Dan James. It really isn't. we're going to be coming up against a stubborn defence. I expect Southampton to be tight, and that will be their game plan. Just stay in the game. Stay in the game as long as possible and wait for a mistake from Man United. That's really what Southampton's game plan is going to be. What I think anyway. What happens on the day may be completely different. We may be totally surprised by Southampton's approach, but when you look at it, both teams set out. I can't see Southampton going for United's throats. I really don't. I'd like to see that, because then United walk it, no problem at all. I don't think United are going to have a problem with any team this season if they come at us. It's when the low blocks come, which is why I think that will be how Southampton go at it today. Sancho has to come in. He has to come in. James is not going to be able to do what we need today, which is be clever, take a man on even. You know what? See that pass, see that little hole, get in between the lines, which Sancho will do. We know what he's got. We know what his game's about. And with Bruno and Pogba in the form they're in, Greenwood the form he's in, then honestly, Sancho up front, I think, with Greenwood and Martial today, that would be my lineup, unless you're going to play Paul Pogba in that front three with Bruno just behind him again. That could well be it. Is Martial going to miss out again? Because I don't see Greenwood being dropped to the bench. He's in too good a form, and I think Ole's giving him the chance that he deserves. His play has been brilliant, and now he's got the goals starting to come back in his game as well, which is all he deserves really. So for me, I see the front line, if he's going to persist with McFred, and we all know that McFred works in particular games, and Leeds is ideal for Fred and McTominay, but this is going to be a bit different. Has Ole learned from last season? Is he going to play it a different way? Is he going to play a more possession-based midfield to control the ball and pass the ball better? Because let's be honest, one thing that Fred and McTominay don't have above a Donny van der Beek and a Matic is the passing ability. I don't think there's any United fan would argue that point. So is he going to go? Is Donny going to come in? Is Matic going to play today? Honestly, with there being 7 days between each game at the moment, one game a week, I think he's going to play McFred. I do think McTominay and Fred are going to come into the team, and it still should work. It still should be more than enough for Southampton, say. I'm looking at it now going, that's going to be my front four: Bruno, Pogba, Greenwood and Sancho. I think that not only my front four will probably be the one that Ole goes with more. I think that's why I'm swaying to that lineup. But you never know. He could play Martial up front. He could play Pogba's back into the double pivot. He might play him alongside a McTominay or a Fred. You just never know. The options are there for Ole now, for him to utilise for each game, and that's what all United fans are waiting for now. We're waiting to see how he reacts to away fans being in the stadium, how the players react to the pressure of United rolling into town, because believe me, there is nothing more exciting for any opposition fan in the Premier League than when Man United come to town. Just walking into the stadium, in between all the locals, the home fans, and the buzz because United are in town, everyone is lifted, the opposition are lifted, and that's what United have to deal with now, and Ole has to manage that. Because every time we go anywhere now, all any team would have looked for is that United at home fixture, and it starts today. Can United handle the pressure of the intensity that the opposition and the opposition fans is going to bring, just simply because we're in town? This is where he has to manage it now, Ole. I think we've got enough experience, enough class players in our squad now to actually go anywhere and not really worry about that sort of thing. But today's the first test. It's like I said, this whole away record that everyone's talking about has been with fans not in the stadium. It's been empty stadiums and we've pretty much walked it. But now the pressure's on. Now United have to get used to dealing with the intensity that fan bases bring around the country. Can we still play our normal game? We've seen it work for us in the opening game against Leeds and the atmosphere there. I expect the atmosphere today at St Mary's to be just as good. Obviously not as many fans, not as loud, but the fans will be just as up for it as what everyone was at Old Trafford last weekend. It's going to be different for United today. Maybe it will be a bit shaky at the start. It's how quickly we adapt to the conditions and how quickly we implement our game plan. Because I said this last week, and I've said it on many a show. It's about how United set up their plan now. We shouldn't be worried. About what opposition and how they're going to set up. We should be looking at it going, this is United, this is how we're going to set up, let's see how they deal with us. Because we've got, and I've seen an article, I think it might have actually been a tweet the other day, about how many world-class players United have actually got now in their team. And you can go through, some would argue De Gea, not for me at the moment, but Maguire, Varane, Shaw, I put them in the world-class bracket now. Bruno, Pogba, Sancho, Rashford, Martial, Greenwood, they're all brilliant potential. But just the names mentioned before that, the absolute quality that this team has got now, we should be going into the games and being able, or they should be able now, to just say, look, doesn't matter where we're going, this is how we're going to play. There's going to be the odd one, Cities, Liverpools, Chelsea's maybe, where you have to sort of take a step back and go, maybe we have to just adapt a little bit to them. But for games like Southampton today, it should literally just be, this is our team, this is how we're going to play. Let's see if they can cope with us. Then we've got enough in this team to change shape, bring substitutions on, and change it if need be. That's how United should be thinking going into these games. This isn't the strongest Southampton team. This is probably the poorest Southampton team I've seen in 7-8 years. This really is. United should be taking advantage of this today. And for me, I'm going 3-0 United today. Easy 3-0 win for me. I said easy when I say I don't see Southampton causing too many problems. I don't see us going out and scoring 3 straight away. I just see us cruising through the game, going through the motions and getting a 3-0 win. Hopefully I'm right. I mean, we're just absolutely buzzing to be back on the road, going down the M6 again. Because no matter where you are in the country, you're a United supporter, the buzz about the away games is bigger. There's just something about the away day, going into towns, like I just said then, as a United fan, knowing that everyone's out to take you down, and walking in, and hopefully walking out with a smile on our face and a win and a W on the belt. It's got to be, has to be United going forward now. We have to go into these games thinking we are just gonna win the game. The players that we've got, there's no excuse, and it starts today. Let us know what you think. Are you confident going forward into this game, people, or are you a bit nervous now? It's coming up to match day. United Southampton score predictions, get them in below. How do you see it going, guys? Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well, and obviously let me know what your score predictions are below. And hopefully United come away with that W. Come on United, get in!